And moving now to the Midwest, where so many people are still feeling the effects of last week's storms and devastating flooding. Now, we've been reporting on that flooding in Indiana, where entire neighborhoods were left underwater. And more than a week later, tens of thousands of people in Gary, Indiana, they're still without power. They've got nothing. Tonight, the region's electric company reports that about 40,000 customers don't have power. That is down from almost 375,000. But they say that Gary, Indiana may not be completely restored until next Tuesday. Residents say they are frustrated.
It's hot, you're miserable. Like, I love the sun, but right now I'm not happy to see the sun because it's gonna make it hot. Yeah, and you got your windows all open and stuff, you know, that's the only way you can survive.
This is not something that's fun. This is not something I want to keep reporting on. Like, I'm ready to make my video saying the power is back on for everybody.
I mean, imagine that. You can't even turn on a fan, let alone an air conditioner. And the Gary, Indiana resident that you just saw in that TikTok, Adrianna Harris, joins us now live. And also joining us, rapper Trae the Truth. Thank you so much, because I know that you're helping with relief efforts for the community. Thank you both very much for being here tonight under these circumstances. Adrianna, I want to start with you. Talk to us about what you and your neighbors have been dealing with since last week's storms. It sounds pretty miserable, to say the least.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. Me and my neighbors have been hot, in the dark, scared, watching out through our windows, watching after each other, having each other's back, taking care of each other. And yeah.
I mean, it's just hard to imagine. I mean, all you have to do is just imagine yourself wherever you are, you know, when you turn off the lights. That's what it's like for you guys all the time. And you mentioned the heat. Trae, you know, I understand that you've stepped in and you've been helping the community. So talk to us about what exactly you're doing and why did you think it was important to show up and help? Obviously, I know that you've done this before and you have come up to help, but what are you doing specifically in this situation?
One of the things that triggered me from the jump was I just found out about it 2 days ago. So the media was covering it. No one knew what exactly even happened in Gary. But when I was seeing people saying they didn't have lights or power within 8 or 9 days, you have to imagine what about the elders who are on dialysis and some of the kids that are dealing with breathing machines. So instantly, probably a couple of hours after I found out, we jumped on a flight to Chicago and we drove to Gary. Gave out probably a couple of thousand meals every day. We were cutting trees. I have an 18-wheeler that actually should be arriving any moment. And tomorrow we'll be giving out, I want to say, blankets, clothes, toys, cleaning products, just essentials that the neighborhood needs.
You know, when we have covered these types of storms before, to both of you, I mean, it's so devastating. And you're right, Trae. I mean, we do the story, right? We tell people what's going on, but then the aftermath, it goes on for so long. And that's what we want people to understand that are watching us right now. And to your point of what you're doing to help, and we want other people to step in as well when they can. Adrianna, let's talk about this. What kind of help does your community still need? What are you looking for? Like, I'm thinking about phone charging capabilities to be able to call your loved ones. And we're looking at the video of what you guys have lived through. And again, everybody here, you know, a lot of people here are still in the dark, no power, little food, no ways to get around, vehicles ruined. What do people need right now?
The people need help. The people need generators. They need gas cards. They need gift cards. They need money. They need their life back. They need portable chargers, portable fans, batteries, battery-powered fans, medication. People have their diabetes medication in coolers. They need styrofoam coolers, ice bags. They need their power back on.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it looks like they're working on it, and we've been reporting on the efforts, but it just can't come fast enough. And that's the thing, Trae, that we see so often with storms like this. You know, we do see the power crews out there, but so many downed trees have taken out these power lines. It does take a little bit of time, but Adrianna, you bring up a great point of the things that you need. Trae, tell us about the relief event that you have tomorrow. Are you bringing the items, you know, and the efforts of some of the things that Adrianna just mentioned?
It'll be it's a pastor in Gary that I connected with named Reverend Boone. I believe it's Time for Life Missionaries. Me and Matthew 25 Ministries, the 18-wheeler get there tonight to have stuff situated, and we invited all of Gary out. Of course, you know, I don't know how many residents out there, but at the end of the day, any help. When I was out there, just to see the joy on some of the people's face for that moment, because, you know, at the end of the day, the reality is they still have to live it even after we leave and go home, or even when some people even may get their lights on, it's still going to be a long process, because going through these neighborhoods, you still got trees down. At this point, they just happy to have the trees off the street. And
right.
And some of these low-income areas, it's just heartbreaking. So that's why we've been out there trying to do everything we can. But tomorrow a.m., it'll be at, the address is 2350 West 11th Avenue. And you can come get whatever you need. You know, my thing is we doing it with open arms. I only went out there to assist the people. I'm not from there. But at the end of the day, I know how it felt when Houston needed help, and I know how I feel in so many other areas. So if I'm able and I'm capable, I'm going to do whatever I can.
Adrianna, I assume that you're going to go there, or at least tell people to go to this location, to this event. What else do you want people to know about your community? It always strikes me when we do these stories, people say, well, can't people that are affected, you know, just go somewhere else for a while? But that's not really the case. So many people, you live there. You're not, where are you going? You know, people have to find the help right there and right now. So what are you telling people? What do you want people to know about your community?
I want people to know that they need to stop being so insensitive to make comments like, you know, to just get up and leave your city. You're telling everybody in the city to just get up and leave. People don't have those resources. This is real life. In addition to, if they could stop the slander on Gary, Indiana, the stereotypes. I mean, look at us. We've been resilient for the past 11 days. The whole world didn't know that we were going through this until about day 7. So stop the stereotypes and pay attention to how resilient we've been, how we've come together as a community, how we're helping our neighbors, how people are now helping us as well, like Mr. Trae. We thank you so much, and I can't wait to meet you in the morning.
Well, I hope to see some pictures and video of that. You guys have to post that for us, okay? Trae, how can people join your relief team if they want to help? So a lot of people are watching right now. How can they do it?
Man, to be honest, when we go out, we just invite everybody to come out. It's no one particular thing. I think, honestly, it's just about caring. So many times.
Oh, and there he goes. You know, I got to tell you that Trae was on the move when he joined us. So we want to thank him for pulling off and helping us out when telling us what's going on. Adrianna Harris, if you're still with us, and Trae the Truth, thank you both very much. And good luck to everybody there in Gary, Indiana. There is the flyer. And of course, you can find that information on their socials as well. We wish everyone the best. We'll bring you updates. I'm on the air tomorrow starting at 9, so we'll try and give you an update on those efforts in the morning as well.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.